We've just finished 2 incredible weeks of exploring Japan, stopping in Tokyo, Hakone, Kyoto, Nara, and Osaka.
From busy cities to peaceful temples, amazing food and unforgettable moments, this video is a compilation of everything we experienced along the way. Today we are getting out and exploring Tokyo. Very excited, but first we have a few trains to catch and we'll explain when we get closer to where we're heading. So our last train to get to our first stop should hopefully be a themed train that is related to the first spot we're heading, and I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, when I was doing the research for this next spot that we're going to, I noticed that they made this train in celebration, I think for like the 50th anniversary. But I showed it to Lydia and I was like, oh, I don't know if we'll be able to catch it. And of course, Lydia found the timetable for it. So let's hope that they stick to that timetable. And
it is specifically for this week. It is regenerated every week, exactly when the times will be of the themed train.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping we get it because it's so cool.
上野発世田谷線下高井戸行きです。発車まで2分少々お待ちください。
Isn't it cute? It's so cute. You see the little footprints?
Yeah.
And there's a bell. It's gonna sound very silly to say this, especially when we're around so many people, but I feel like everywhere in Japan feels like a video game. If Jan's giving me a look. But everywhere is like so beautiful and perfectly placed and aesthetic. The buildings, everything, even just cherry blossom tree, sakura behind me, and like the petals on the ground. Like this is something you see in a game. It's just stunning.
So our first stop is Gotokuchi, which is also known as the Lucky Cat Temple, and it is known as the birthplace for Maneki Neko, or the Lucky Cat.
So we've come across a board of ima, which is these wooden plaques that people write their wishes onto or their prayers and leave them here at the temple. So these are the Maneki Neko, which directly translates to beckoning cat, and it's believed that they bring good fortune and wealth, and this temple specifically specializes in the cat with the right paw up. If the right paw is up, it's believed to bring good fortune and wealth, and if the left paw is up, it's believed to attract people and customers. So usually businesses will have cats with the left paw up, and then a lot of people will have in their houses the cat with the right paw up. In the 1620s, on the way back from a falconry, a samurai stopped here because a white cat at the temple beckoned him over. So he went over to the temple and stopped, and suddenly a huge storm broke out. And impressed by his good fortune, this temple then became the family temple for the Lee family. So I'm pretty sure we're currently queuing to buy our own Maneki Neko, which I'm very excited about. Hoping to get a little mini one if they have them.
Yeah, entry to this temple is free, so, and also we want a little cat for ourselves, so it is good to support them in any way you can. So.
And we need the good fortune and love. Who would say
Indeed.
no to that?
Exactly.
Here's the machine. Pick our payment method. Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Did it work? Hey, and then we get a ticket. And go in. Yeah, we've been waiting like over half an hour.
Yeah.
The queues are really long. Arigatou gozaimasu. Ready for the big reveal? Voila! It's so cute. Look at it. They were actually sold out of most of the sizes, but this is perfect for us.
I think
all of them.
That was the only one left now.
Wow. Yeah, so they're sold out of like all the sizes, and they were sold out of their emas. This is the perfect size for us since everything we own is in a backpack. No one's getting off. You want to sit? Thank you.
on the topic of animals being cool.
Yeah, I was literally about to say we just honoured the cats and now we gotta come on over dogs. So our friend here, who is garnering a lot of attention, as you can see, is Hachiko. And Hachiko is a dog, a Akita Inu, who used to come to Shibuya Station. We're at Shibuya Station, by the way. We took the train back. Used to come to Shibuya Station every single day with his owner on his commute. He would commute from his house to the station and wait for his owner to come back from work. But one day, Hachiko's owner passed away unexpectedly at work and never returned. But Hachiko still did the commute back to the station and waited at the station for 9 years, 9 months and 15 days. So Hachiko is known worldwide for his incredible loyalty, and a statue was put up of Hachiko here to honour him.
Yeah, Hachiko was even present when they unveiled the statue, so that's extra special. Yeah, it's conveniently, but also inconveniently right next to Shibuya Crossing, so very busy here.
Vian was right, we've somehow immediately come on to Shibuya Scramble Crossing, and this is a world famous scramble crossing because apparently it's the busiest in the world and seems very busy right now.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Oh yeah.
Where are we even going? We're just walking across
We're just crossing for the sake of it. Look at all the people filming. It's busy.
But I'd expected it to be a little bit busier, but it is a weird time of day, so...
Yeah. And we cross. We were crossing the road and Vian heard a car and went, "That's a hurricane." And if anyone didn't know by now, Vian is a car guy, so... Oh, go-karts! Did
You were
hear
more
them?
excited by them than I.
It's our favourite time of day.
Eating time.
We've come out to a gluten-free udon and tempura place. Udon noodles are like a really thick wheat
Very
noodle.
thick.
And these guys actually make it with brown rice, so thankfully I can have it, which is super exciting. And we also got pieces of chicken tempura. Tempura is like usually it's pieces of like meat, seafood or veggies like deep fried in a light batter.
So we got beef Wagyu one?
Wagyu beef udon.
Wagyu, and then curry udon.
Curry udon. And it has an egg tempura in there as well. I don't want to tip it.
Yeah, it smells and looks like satay chicken.
It's so good.
How are you?
Should we taste it? I don't know what these pieces are.
Probably tofu.
Already. I still don't know what that is. But the curry is so good.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
What does it taste like?
Are you going to try a bit? Or are we
We're
going to take
sharing,
turns?
so-
Yeah, but I thought you were going to try that.
Oh, well,
Oh, I can't grab the noodle.
okay.
Yeah.
I can do that. First I'm having Wagyu beef.
Those noodles are beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, they're so plump.
I wonder if I should have a naked
Have you
noodle.
ever had udon? Yeah, no, me
Probably
neither.
the closest thing I've gotten was like Hokkien and the ramen that we had the other day.
Yeah.
I really suck at
They're
chopstick.
extra hard to pick up, I feel like.
Yeah.
You just gotta like shove one in your mouth. We also we're gonna eat in, but it's packed in there, so we got it as to go. But they have seats outside, which are really nice.
And also we didn't want to disturb people.
Yeah, filming. Good.
There you go. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, screw it.
Go for it. The curry's so good.
It's so odd because you expect it to be, oh jeez, you would expect it to be like more satay.
Really? I thought it was quite satay. I really like the curry one. This is like pho. This is like pho with really fat noodles. The beef is really nice. I could eat this every meal, eh? These are so good.
Yeah, they are. Looks pretty good. The two
really
chickens are like 100 each, so like
not bad.
$1 each. That's pretty good. And then the noodles was 1,000.
1,000.
Yeah.
So
each,
all up, it's
so-
like $23, $4.
Yeah, it's probably about $23. So
Bottoms up.
It's almost like having chicken from like a good fish and chips place.
It's like fish and chips batter.
Yeah, it's very similar.
That's probably so insulting. Yeah, I've had tempura before.
I said a good fish and chips place.
True. I've had tempura because my boss used to take us places, so I've had it with seafood, veggies, everything. This is really nice.
Yeah.
This is so good.
It's salted to perfection. I love my salt, and this is like perfect amount.
The chicken is so juicy.
I could just have like 20 of those and be happy. It's a shame it's not closer to our accommodation.
Right? I'd eat this every day.
Yeah.
Every meal even.
I knew it wasn't going to be like every second or third car, but I was expecting like the classic, one of the JDM legends, like just everywhere. But like there's like TVRs and like all these English or European cars just everywhere. And then every now and then there's like, I don't know, like a Honda Civic scattered throughout. It's, yeah, totally not what I was expecting, but I'm also probably in the wrong areas for car spotting. It's just funny though. Yeah, it's just so bizarre. It's like come to Japan and it's just mostly like Volkswagens, Range Rovers, BMWs and Mercedes that I see everywhere, and then like K cars, and that's it. Totally in the wrong areas though, I think. Just to add more salt to the wound, we've literally crossed the road and here's a Lotus dealership. Come on. Same intersection, right? C8 Corvette. We've got American cars here now as well, but no JDM cars. What the heck is going on? So we have made it to the Tokyo Government Metropolitan Building. I think it's building number 2. They have 2 observation areas. I think it's the top level of the buildings. And this is actually the world's tallest town hall. And used to be Tokyo's tallest building until many buildings overtook it. But it'll give us a good view of the surrounding area. So we thought, might as well try and come here for sunset. Judging by this queue, we might get there. It's an hour away. Or judging by how quick it's going, we might get there a bit early.
Yeah, I think we were kind of surprised because everywhere hasn't been that busy. I mean, I guess we went quite a way out of Tokyo this morning, and then when we did go to Shibuya and those areas, they were really busy. But I don't know, I just didn't expect this to be this busy. I thought it would be kind of busy, but not like a huge queue around. I'm hoping they're not doing set times though, because I feel like with a queue like this, you're gonna have to give people like designated times, like 10 minutes and you're out kind of thing. We're up and it was actually pretty quick. I think maybe we had to wait like 20 minutes or so. But the area is huge, like way bigger than I thought. I thought we'd come up here and it'll be packed, but no, it's pretty open. There's like a cafe and like they're selling like souvenirs and everything. So it's pretty cool up here. And the view is awesome. You can see a lot of the iconic buildings around Tokyo, but then also just before, I'm pretty sure we could get a glimpse of like the tip of Fuji. Sadly now it's covered in cloud and we can't see it at all, but it looked really cool. The mountain is so big and it's funny because I came out and I was looking at all the mountains and I was like, oh, I wonder which one is Fuji, and then you see it and it just towers over everything. It's a massive mountain, very impressive. But there's no time restrictions or anything up here. You just go down when you want to go down. So I think we'll hang out a bit and yeah. This is like sensory overload. Welcome to Shinjuku.
So we made it to, I guess, the heart of Shinjuku. We're on Godzilla Road, supposedly. There's a sign there that says Godzilla Road. And if you look right above me, above this hotel next to the cinemas, there is a huge Godzilla head. And that Godzilla was placed there in 2015 to promote a movie that came out in 2016. But I'm guessing because it was popular, they decided to just name it Shinjuku's tourism ambassador. And I think on the hour from 7, is it? We'll put on the screen. 12 to 8 on the hour is like a little display here where there's like light and smoke and noise, I think. it is very overwhelming here. I think this is like probably the depths of the busy area.
With how much there is here, I genuinely feel like you could explore for days and still not see everything. It is,
Yeah.
there's so much. It's sensory overload. There's like 6, 7, 8 floors of different businesses with this like...
Yeah, I do wonder at what
Wow.
point do billboards become useless, because it's just like a million different
many.
billboards and you're like, okay.
Yeah, I
It's,
feel like I'm just like this, looking at everything, trying to take it in. There's so much.
Yeah,
it's
it's so
really
wild.
cool though. This is like the typical
Yeah.
full-on city Tokyo vibes I expected. And I feel like we've had that perfect mix today of like calm, beautiful Tokyo and then like
now it's like, okay, yeah.
full-on nightlife.
You know what this feels like?
What?
The Dragon Bridge in Da Nang.
I'm hoping it's a lot more full-on than that. A little less
I mean,
overwhelming.
hopefully, yeah.
Underwhelming.
That was a little underwhelming.
Honestly, I think
But it's
just
cool.
seeing Godzilla on a building was a little bit cooler. The noise and
I do like the claws being lit up.
Could you imagine being in a hotel room? Like that, one of those rooms, and you're just looking into Godzilla's mouth as your view.
Also, we didn't know this, but the speaker for the Godzilla noises is
Right above
right
our head.
above us. So,
Literally here.
yeah. Yes, so we have resorted to going to billboards as attractions. There's a 3D billboard here. It is known as the 3D cat. No, don't do that. So it is quite entertaining. It's a 3D billboard. It's got a cat on it, doing all kinds of things to attract people's attention, and then quickly, boom, here's an ad of this thing. Every time I turn around, there's a new cat thing. It's pretty cool. There's multiple around all of Tokyo. We tried to see was there a dog one? The Shiba dog one, but it never ended up showing. And I'm pretty sure there's 2 others, one that has 4 animals and one that's a panda. But this one is the most iconic one. And right next to us is another American car. And I still haven't seen any JDM cars except for an RX-7 and a Toyota Chaser.
Cutting edge.
The more they show, the cooler I think it is, because they do actually have quite a lot of animations that they're rotating through. It's our second day of exploring Tokyo, and while yesterday we went quite far on the west, today we're sticking around where our hotel is. We've come out to the very, very, very famous, very popular Sensoji temple, and we came here at 8 AM thinking, oh, it's early enough, we get a little bit of a sleep in, it won't be that busy. It's already pretty busy. And the shops are only just opening, so hopefully not too chaotic, but we're gonna go explore. Wind is blowing the sakura petals everywhere, so we're gonna get our omakuji, which is our fortune. You have to make a wish, put the money in, grab a stick, and then see if you get a good fortune. If you don't, oh, when you draw a good fortune, please take it home, but you should not be careless and arrogant. If you get a bad fortune, you leave it here.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether they remove the bad fortunes from the... Normally they tie it on like trees, but they have like makeshift like clothes racks here almost. But I'm not sure if this temple doesn't have that many bad fortunes, because we don't see that many on the like little things that you tie it to. So maybe they remove them after every day.
Yeah, back there's currently people tying on there, but there were none before. And then the one over there, I think currently has like 20 or so. So I definitely think they removed them.
Yeah.
Make a wish.
It's 100 in each. So.
bad luck. Okay, show me.
21.
Alright, here's Vian's.
Yeah, it's
Where is it?
very convenient.
Oh,
right over
right in
here.
front of you.
I thought you like stick it into it, but
No, you put it back.
There you go. This is my fortune.
How are we gonna read it?
Google
I think you
Translate.
flip it. English. Are you gonna read it out?
Yeah. It appears that we have a little souvenir to take back home because, as always, supposedly, I have good fortune.
You know why we have good fortune? Maneki Neko, who we ended up naming Gecko.
Yeah,
As
Gecko.
a mix of the temple name and Maneki Neko.
So the fortune says, washing off all bad things in the past, now everything is clear and clean. The brilliant light and what you desire will finally get profit, which means everything around you comes out quite well. Time passing by, everything turns out to be better. Just like the sun shines all day long, your hopes will turn out real. Recover from sickness, but if you're careless, it might be serious. The lost thing will be found, and the person you wait shows around. There are no problems of building and moving house. There are no worry about marriage, travel, and employment.
Hey.
I feel like they kind of covered all the bases here.
They're like, oh, you're good with everything, don't worry about it.
Wealth,
Moving house?
relationships, house, travel, employment.
Perfect.
So I'm covered all around. Now it's your turn, Lydia. Let's see what happens.
I better have a good fortune. Shake it politely. I'm a bit frightened. Oh, there's a few trying to get out. Oh.
Imagine if you got the
I
same.
got one. That'd be so sad. 66.
Whoa.
That's like all the way over there. Are you coming with me or should I come back?
It's right there.
Please be good. I'm not taking a souvenir home today. I have a bad fortune.
Oh dear.
Gecko, you let me down. Let's move out the way.
See, it's
Okay.
because the cats always love me.
Oh no. Okay. When water and waves stay still too long and don't circulate, all become dirty. Flying birds drops off feathers, which means they got weakened. Trouble will come to you repeatedly, so our mind get confused. Losing the way, what to do, having nothing to do. Though it may look silent and peaceful, but as time passes by, trouble, problem appear. The patient is hard to get well.
Jeez.
The lost article will not be found. The person you wait for will not come over. Building a new house and removal are both bad. You should stop to start a trip. Both marriage of any kind and new employment are bad. It basically just had everything you had but said everything that was good for you is bad for me. I have to go tie it and get rid of it.
It's kind of funny how it covers everything. And it's just like, for me,
Yeah.
it was just like positive, positive, positive. You, it's like
Negative,
death.
negative. What was it?
No skill and no fortune.
No skill. Bad fortune. Unemployed. Bad marriage. I'm so offended.
Good thing we're not married.
That means we can't ever get married because it'll be bad. That's alright, I'm leaving it here. So my fortune will not come with me. Do you think that's like skinny enough? Or skinny enough?
That'll do.
Okay. I'm gonna tie it. That's better. Ready?
Lovely.
There you go. I want to tie it too tight in case it rips. I'll put it a little bit closer so it might be in the sun. Goodbye, bad fortune. Be gone. Okay, we found a nice quieter spot for me to actually explain where we are. So we are at the Sensoji temple, and it's a Buddhist temple that is apparently the oldest temple in Tokyo. So in 1628, there were two brothers fishing on the Sumida River, which is very close to this temple, literally right over there. But they were fishing out on the river and they cast their net, pulled it in, and when they brought the net in, there was nothing in it except a statue of Cannon. and Kannon is the Buddhist goddess of mercy. When one of the brothers realized that the statue was Kannon, he then decided to devote his entire life to Buddhism. He converted his house into a temple and then spent his whole life worshipping Kannon and focusing on that. And that is how his temple got set up. The main hall here and the shopping street that we walked through to get fully into the temple were actually destroyed from an air raid in World War II. I think it was in 1945, and then the main hall was rebuilt in 1950. My hair's going a bit hectic with the wind now, but I forgot to add that the shopping street that we walked through is one of Japan's oldest shopping streets, and it dates back to the 17th century. So a lot of people say that it gives that old school Tokyo feel. It wasn't set up when we first walked through, but I'm sure as we walk back out now it's going to be packed because it's a lot busier, but it looked like there are a lot of like souvenirs and food stalls and everything, so maybe we'll get something yum for Vian.
It was also it's kind of like the Three Little Piggies, right? Initially it was built out of wood.
Oh yeah,
I think it was burnt down, and then obviously the brick and then
with the air raid,
and now it's made from concrete, so
yeah.
The big bad wolf will probably not be able to blow it down this time now.
Oh, come on. I had no idea where you were going when you said the pigs.
I just sat here and then all of a sudden I just did like a little giggle. I was like, oh, and Lydia was like, what? And I'm like, don't you worry.
I didn't know that's what you were thinking of. So we're about to cross the Sumida River because there's something we want to see if we can go find over that way. But we came off to this Sumida Park area. From the park we have a clear view of Skytree, which we saw yesterday from the observatory. But apparently it's the tallest tower in Japan, and it was the tallest tower in the world when it first opened in 2012. I'm so sad. We came out to this specific spot. These are gachas, by the way. So they're like mini vending machines that drop out like a plastic ball with a toy or a collectible, like something in it or a key ring. And what comes out is called the gachapon, and these are the gachas. And I found on TikTok maybe 6 months plus ago that there was a gacha for GTR keys. And because Vian's such a car guy, I was like, we have to go and find it, we have to get it. And before we came here, I was checking and people were like, oh, I think it's discontinued. And found it on TikTok, came to the spot the guy got them from, and they're not here.
Yeah, I would say we should get something else, but there's just nothing that tickles our fancy.
Yeah, it feels like when the guy showed the gachas, there was a car one, and then next to it were like other car ones. It's all like anime and like pink fluffy little like plushies and stuff. It's all super girly today.
Yeah.
So I don't think anything that we're keen on, but maybe we'll get something from another gacha. Yeah. And I'm gonna keep my eye out for that car one.
Yeah. We can always just, I don't know, maybe just buy a GTR. So we've made it back to the hotel now, and I guess that's where we leave you guys. I think my favorite was definitely the Lucky Cat Temple. The atmosphere is just so good, and I don't feel like it was too busy. And it's also like, I mean, I always thought that the Lucky Cat was like a Chinese thing, but apparently it's a Japanese thing, and we went to the birthplace of it. So I feel like that is pretty special.
But that's it. We're heading somewhere very exciting tomorrow. We're leaving Tokyo, so we'll see you then.
Yeah. I'm excited to get out of the city.
Hello everyone, it's a new day and we're heading to Hakone. So we're currently in Odawara. We've been on the train for an hour and a half and we're waiting at like a tourist info service center thing because we're gonna get the Hakone free pass. Goods acquired, goods secured. It was 5,000 each. We're pretty much covered for the whole area. All of these trains, cable cars, cruise, ropeway, buses, everything for 2 days. Today's rainy, so I'm not sure we're gonna see too much as we head in. We're gonna hop on the train now to get there, but it's literally like a 20-minute wait, so.
So as you can tell, it's no longer sunshine, it is raining and there's lightning and there's thunder. Hopefully it should only last 2 hours and then it should be sunny again. And more importantly, hopefully it stays sunny tomorrow. The forecast says that it'll be sunny tomorrow, the day after. So that should be good. And luckily we're not dependent on weather being good today.
The thunder is full on, but look how pretty it is here.
Our accommodation let us check in early, and as you can tell, it's a very different spot.
This one, I think it was very reasonably priced. We're like, oh, well, if you're rough at one day, well, a couple of days. Then.
Yeah, we're staying here 2 nights, and everywhere we were looking at for Hakone when we were booking was minimum like $300 a night. Basically in like an indoor tree house. It looks like a bunch of tree houses like all packed together in one room.
It's definitely a very cost-effective way of making a bunch of rooms in one room.
This is kind of like a hostel experience.
I'd say this is probably more hostel-like, but like more like a private hostel.
So we've got this, it's a huge room actually. Pretty big, like way bigger than I expected. We got a double bed, so we're here together. We have to make the bed. There's like a communal shower, toilet, like hangout space. So, but we have another quintessential Japan thing that we're about to go do that we have a booking for. So we've come out to a seafood restaurant for some of the world's finest lobster. Do you see it?
Oh,
Just
stop
kidding.
being fishy.
We're at an onsen and we booked a private room. Our booking is in like 40 minutes, so we're a little bit early. It's perfect weather for it because it's wet and gross and cold, and we're going to be nice and warm and snug. And then when we come out, it says it's not going to be raining anymore. Okay, so we've just checked into our room. I like this picture. Before we get into anything, let me give you a little show of everything and then we'll get into it. But we have little shoes. It's a no shoe zone. They've given us a towel and we get this place for 2 hours. So we have this like after bathing area where you can like, it has facial cleansers and facial lotions and a hair dryer and hand soap and things like that. There's a little seating area and there's some like free tofu cookies to try. So Vian will have to try those. And then, oh, it's wet out here. There's a lot of people yapping in the other rooms. So that's why we have the mics. They're chatting. But here's a bathing area. So you have to fully bathe, rinse off before you get in. Get nice and clean. And then you can hop in. That doesn't seem that hot. That's nice. Maybe like really deep in, it's even hotter. But that doesn't feel too bad. That's a nice comfortable temp. I heard you're meant to like get in and out so you don't like overheat yourself. There was other rooms that were more expensive and they have like views looking out into like a foresty area, but we're already paying like almost $90 for this. So an onsen is basically the facility to bathe in natural hot spring water, and it's believed there are a lot of benefits of that, health benefits, and like different compositions of hot spring water bring different benefits, and it's a huge culture in Japan. There are onsens in pretty much every single region across Japan. So of course we had to do an onsen. Now there's a lot of different rules for onsens. A couple that I'll mention, the like main ones, is no tattoos. We're all good on that. But if you have tattoos, usually
There are some that
there are some
bend the rules and that, yeah, it's okay.
There are some onsens that are being more open to having people with tattoos, but if a lot of the time, if you have tattoos, you have to book a private onsen. Then the other rule is that you have to be naked. Now, obviously, we're not married, so this whole time we're just
Diverting our
gonna
eyes.
close our eyes and divert. But yeah, you have to be naked even if you're in a private onsen. So we had to fully get naked, fully rinse off, fully clean our bodies, make sure we were good before we got in.
And on the naked front, most public onsens are
Gender divided.
divided by genders, so
Yes.
don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, so these guys here do have public onsens as well that are super popular and probably like a tenth of the price. But that is split by gender, and obviously we wouldn't be able to film in a public onsen, and we kind of wanted to show the experience without
Or be together.
showing too much. Oh yeah, being together too.
So
So now we just sit here and bathe.
going into it, I thought it would smell like egg sulfur. It doesn't really smell.
I'm so cozy now. It feels criminal that we've put our normal clothes back on and we're not in pajamas. Now that we're out though, it looks like the rain has cleared. I think we're gonna go get some food from the Family Mart or 7-Eleven or whatever's open, and then we're gonna have an early night. We got some snacks, not the whole bag. This is like our umbrella and towel and hairbrush and stuff in it.
Dinner.
Yeah, it kind of feels like snacks. It's all convenience store stuff. I have onigiri and salad and all yummy stuff. But we're walking back to the hotel now to go to bed. And Hakone is just stunning. Like, it's so beautiful. I can't wait for tomorrow to explore more.
Yeah, it feels like we've stepped back in time. It's very moody here.
So our first stop of the day is the Hakone Shrine, and I'm not gonna lie, we rushed straight off the bus, pretty much ran to this spot. This is the Torii of Peace, or Heiwa no Torii, and Heiwa means peace, and no means of, and Torii is the Torii Gate. Now we rushed here because this spot is super popular. We read reviews that say if you come about midday, the queue to get a photo here is like 2 hours plus. So we rushed here first thing. It's like 8 o'clock now, so it's not too early, I'd say. And when we arrived, there were maybe like 20 people in the queue, 20, 30, and now it's only like 10 actually. So I think people are just coming through now and joining the lot. But yeah, this is a super iconic location. I think it's super popular because it's super beautiful. It was built in 1952 to commemorate Japan's post-war independence after signing the San Francisco Peace Treaty. But super beautiful spot, great starts in the morning. We're going to keep checking out the Hakone Shrine.
And when no one's yapping, it is quite peaceful here, so yeah.
Yeah, there was a moment where everyone was just stood in silence and it was so nice.
peaceful.
You could just hear the birds.
There were no leaf blowers going on.
Oh yeah.
It was just
now it's leaf blowers
peace and quiet.
things.
And one lady yelling, "Stick to 3 minutes, please."
Yeah, it got
So-
a bit hectic. The lady in front of us was like, hurry up to all these people. And
When
we're
they
like,
weren't
they're not
reasonable,
even
it's
taking
like-
that long. They took like 2 minutes and the lady was freaking out. Yeah, it was
Just
interesting.
if you do come here, remember it is the Torii Gate of Peace. So just wait.
Just be peaceful.
Life is beautiful. Every single temple, they do have water purification fountains, and you're meant to wash your hands and your mouth before entering the sacred grounds, as like to cleanse yourself and purify yourself. So we're gonna do that.
Just quickly, there was also really a good example then. You're meant to pray to the Torii Gate. A guy just did it behind you.
Yeah.
You're meant to bow at the Torii Gate before entering and exiting to, you know, show respect before entering sacred grounds. Anyway, bound can purify.
It's cold.
Is it cold?
Yeah. Like if your breath is cold, can you imagine how cold this water is? So this is what's unique to this temple compared to other temples that we have visited. They have this mallet here, and it's called the magic mallet because every time you strike down on it, many things appear. Now, you're meant to stroke this mallet and then go and buy an amulet, but it looks like the store is closed, or at least there's no one attending to it. So I think we're gonna give it a miss this time around, but next time. Oh yeah, so rent to stroke it and then buy the amulet, and buying the amulet makes it more like you're going to have your wishes granted in a sense. So yeah, you can't just stroke it and not get an amulet because otherwise it's pointless.
This is Yujin's suite, and it is water that is believed to have been blessed by Yujin, who is the Japanese dragon god of water and the sea. And the water is coming out from these 9 dragon heads here, and it's believed to be blessed water, and if you drink it, it's believed to purify and cleanse your body and mind. So apparently people come here and drink it, or they bring bottles and fill up bottles. We saw a sign say you can buy a bottle or bring a bottle.
we suddenly remembered this morning. So when we grabbed our breakfast at 7-Eleven, we grabbed this and quickly drank it. So I'm gonna top it up with this. I know it looks terrible. We should have got a better container, but it feels so wrong because this smells like bubble gum. It's nice.
Doesn't taste like the grape, does it?
There's a slight grape flavour, but I think it's unrelated to the blessed water. They also have a Kyoto set up here, midway up to the shrine. And Kyoto is traditional Japanese archery, and it's a form of martial arts that was once an important part of samurai training. I've seen some photos of it when people are set up and doing their thing, and it looks really cool. I don't know what times they do it. It's such a shame because I did want to see it, but we are here early, so I didn't have my hopes up. So we just got on the boat. It's really cool. We've just started heading off and you can already see Fuji and it is covered in snow. I didn't think it would still be covered in snow. It's amazing. Although it's packed up here now. As you can see, it's chaos of everyone trying to get a shot of Fuji, but it is so beautiful. I can't believe how much snow it has on it.
Yeah, it looks very, very
I thought it would be mostly gone by now.
Very covered. Also, we forgot to mention, this whole area is very spiritual and very important because the high peaks of the Hakone region have been worshipped for thousands of years. In the Shinto religion, they believe that the souls of the dead come here before heading to the afterlife.
Straight off the boat and onto a cable car. You've even got the steam in the background. We're in Owakadani.
Yeah, we're
I was looking at Bjorn's face to see his reaction to my leg.
we're getting a little hot in the sun, and it is spring.
Huh?
We're getting a little hot in the sun, and it is spring.
I don't get it.
Because the sun's warm now, and we're wearing jackets. It's a hot springs, Lydia.
Oh, it took me a minute. I think, okay, let me know if that would take you a minute too, because that was like a deep cut one that I really had to think about. Yeah. Anyway, you distracted me. We're in Owakadani, which is a volcanic valley with lots of active sulfur vents and hot springs pools. And this was created just like with Lake Ashi, was created from the last eruption of Mount Hakone, which was like over 3,000 years ago. Ignoring Fuji and how beautiful that is in the other direction, looking just this way, it reminds me of Queenstown in Tasmania. The colours, the lack of vegetation, it's like Queenstown, but add gas and add an eggy smell.
Yeah, it's even cold.
Yeah, and it's cold. Owakadani is famous for these black eggs, so of course we got some. These black eggs are cooked in hot spring pools, and the shell has gone black from the sulfur in the pool.
Yeah.
And it is believed that eating one adds 7 years to your life.
So I wonder if eating 2 would add 14.
You know what's funny? I actually tried searching that and nothing came up, so unlimited hack, just come here every day and eat eggs.
Jeez. Yeah,
you have to buy
the
4
smallest
for
quantity that you can buy is 4, and it's 500 yen.
And I've got to say, this place is already kind of smelly, obviously, but it's extra smelly around the restaurant or the shop.
It's pretty convenient because I do feel a bit hungry now, but I can't say that I feel like egg when it smells like farts.
It looks wrong.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful, but it looks wrong to eat. I kind of want. It feels like it should be like a crystal on a shelf or something. How are you gonna smash it? Do it on my phone.
Do it on your phone.
That's what I've been doing every time I have eggs from 7-Eleven. I just whack it on my phone instead of furniture or whatever. You ready? Yeah. Also, they're super warm. I don't know if I said that. You can give us a running commentary.
Diana's opening the egg very slowly.
Okay,
Peeling
so far
away at the
it looks
core.
like a normal egg.
So far, it just looks like a white egg. I was expecting it to be a little bit more expensive. Eggs are very expensive now. Yeah, eggs are very expensive nowadays. They were very cheap in Vietnam, but I think in the rest of the world there's like an egg shortage or something.
Moment of truth.
Looks like an egg. I'll get a cross section.
Are you gonna rip it? What if it's... Okay, sometimes yolks do that. So
Yeah.
I've had some like that. It doesn't make it look appealing though.
Imagine it's caramel.
Caramel?
Yeah, it kind of looks like caramel.
But that'll be more off-putting when you taste it and it's not caramel.
It almost has a bit of what it smells like out here aftertaste. But it's very faint. Yours is yellow.
The outside is caramelly though. It has a different taste to it. Actually, there's something, it's almost like a bit smoky. Alright, we're gonna eat these. Add 7 years to our lives. The smell is so strong right now. It's so cool. I'm not sure you can tell in the camera how angled it is.
This feels like that thing that they have at in the Blue Mountains, the train.
Oh yeah. We're comparing everything to Australia today. I feel like we've been traveling all day, right?
Yeah.
Like it was bus, walk, boat, ropeway, cable car, and now we've gotten off at Gora.
2 ropeways.
Oh yeah, 2 ropeways. Yeah, you're right. And then, so we've gotten off at Gora and we came to a place called Nuka Fuku. And we came here because we wanted to try amazake. So amazake is a traditional Japanese drink. Apparently it's fermented rice and it's a sweet drink, but it doesn't have added sugars, apparently. I'm very excited to try it. We've got ice. She said hot or iced. We decided to go ice. It's way thicker than I thought it would be. Like it looks really thick. I can't put my finger on what that smells like. It almost tastes like banana. It's a very subtle sweet. There's not a strong flavor there, but I feel like the flavor I am getting is like a slight banana-y taste. We've finished our amazake.
I kind of feel a little buzzing now.
Really?
Like energy. No.
I'm not drunk. Yeah, there's no alcohol in that. Look, a little bit of energy now because you got some sweetness in you. But now we are back on the train.
Yeah.
Heading back to where we started. There's a massive queue for the cable car, but thankfully we're on the train and there's pretty much no queue. Arigatou gozaimasu. And we're back where we started.
It's been nice getting back into nature. Not on a bicycle.
Yes,
It's definitely
using the transport system and the Hakone free pass has been so convenient, so easy. Literally just hop on, and I think starting early because we woke up at 5:30 and set out
Which isn't that early.
relatively soon after.
We've gotten up earlier to
Yeah.
avoid busy areas.
Not too bad, but I think that really helped us because even as we're leaving, everything is so much more busy when we're
There's
leaving.
queues for the trains and the cable cars and
But I guess that's where we leave you guys. We're gonna call it have an early night and we're leaving Hakone tomorrow. See you then. Well, we're leaving Hakone today and we're making our way to Kyoto via bullet train. It's all very exciting. We've had a pretty eventful morning. Checked out of our first hostel experience. Went, grabbed some breakfast from Lawson's, took the train to Odawara, and then we're like, oh, we're so prepared for the Shinkansen because there's 2 tickets basically. There's a basic fare part and then there's like the reserved or non-reserved, like your actual seat, if that makes sense. So it's like distance and then seat booking. And we made our seat booking and I was so sure. I saw videos online saying make your seat booking and then for the distance booking you can use your speaker card. So we got this like days in advance, rocked up, and then apparently you can't use your speaker card and you need a basic fare. We queued up, but they don't have PayPass, and our main card that we use that's good for different currencies we didn't have set up before we left, so we only have Tachikado, and they didn't have Tachikado at the place, so we had to pay half cash, and then
and we had to do half card. And then when I went to pay, the guy said, oh, we only take pins that are 8 digits. We can't read pins that are 4 digits. Do you have another card that's 8 digits? And I was like, no, every single one of my cards is 4 digits. And he was like, okay, well, we'll have to do a signature for your payment. So we got there eventually, but a heads up if you're booking, you need the 2. Go, oh, there we go.
Dangerous, so please stay inside the yellow line. It's dangerous, so please stay inside the yellow line. It's dangerous, so please stay inside the yellow line.
So we will be on something like that, and it's really exciting and really cool, but we have half an hour wait. We've got our tickets, and we'll see you when we're getting on it.
We're on the train. It's going pretty quick.
The Hakone specifically goes 300 kilometers an hour, which is about 185 miles per hour.
But it's like 400 kilometers away, and it will take us over 2 hours.
Yeah.
So the average speed is obviously a lot less than that.
Yeah, because we go to 4 different stops along the way.
Yeah.
Also, I was a little worried because when all the trains were passing us at the station, they looked so fast. It looked really like, it looked like it would make us motion sick, but it actually feels pretty comfortable on here, I'd say.
Yeah, and it doesn't look that quick when you're looking out. So above us, obviously they have guides on what is oversized baggage, but if you don't have oversized baggage, which we don't, you can put them up there. But we thought we'll at least have one back here because we have a ton of leg room. Leaves room available for other people to see, reclines, but obviously we won't recline too much, just so we're comfortable sitting down, and also we can see through the window comfortably. There's a blind, which is currently pointless because we're going through a tunnel, but it's nice that it's there. And then if you have a bento box, like literally everyone has, you can enjoy it on the train because you're allowed to eat and drink on the bullet train.
The Shinkansen was very quick, very easy, very convenient.
Very expensive.
Very expensive. But we're here. It went by super quick.
Yeah, it did.
So no complaints at all. Even used the toilet. It was nice and clean. It was a good ride. And we're here. We're going to head to our hotel, check in. We'll show you there.
Which is like
and then we'll get
a
out.
couple 100 meters away from the train station.
See you there. We've checked into the hotel. Let's give you a tour. Full-length mirror. Bathroom. Toilet. Bidet, sink, pretty big sink, bath. It's actually a pretty big bath. Bed, pretty nice bed. Honestly, the room is bigger than I thought it would be. I thought it would be smaller than the first place we stayed. From the pictures, it looked really small, but it's actually pretty big and pretty spacious, I'd say. TV, little desk area, fridge. It's got like USB charging ports and a window. Exciting view of more building, but it's nice. Big bright window makes the room super bright, and that's it, I think. So we're just walking around exploring. Look how pretty this is with the cherry blossom. Japan is so pretty.
Yeah, it's very
aesthetic.
It's very like nice how they have these pockets that they kept.
Pockets of trees and
yeah, and then like they've just kept it like the old-fashioned style, like heritage, and you literally walk the street that has like
hotels and high-rise buildings,
yeah.
And then you've got like this beautiful little peaceful spot.
Serenity and another American car. They love American cars here. They have such great cars. I don't understand.
I like the color of that one. Today's episode of What Car Has Wehan Spotted?
They really love the European cars here.
You just want to see a Japanese car.
That's all I want. I've seen enough Lamborghinis.
Kyoto was actually the capital once. So traditionally, the home of the emperor was considered the capital. So Japan's capital has changed a few times. I think initially it was Nara, which we'll head to very soon. And then it was Heian-kyo, which was what Kyoto used to be called. So it was Kyoto. And then it was Edo, which is what Tokyo used to be called. Now it's Tokyo, but yeah.
Before coming here today, I couldn't even imagine this being the capital city, but now I can. It is huge.
I think we had this expectation of it being a lot smaller.
Yeah, I feel like from what you see online, it's just like, oh, what to do here? Go down these streets and these temples.
Yeah.
You almost get that vibe that it would be like a more small, naturey city, kind of.
I've got to say it, this is going to sound crazy. It almost feels busier than Tokyo.
It does.
Or at least a lot of parts
I think
of it.
the area that we stayed in was very quiet and very relaxed, and the area by the temples as well. It's just the Shibuya and Shinjuku area that was
really
very busy. But apart from that, it was actually very quiet.
But I feel like here everywhere's really quite busy. There's a lot of tourists.
Yeah.
I would say out of everywhere we've been so far, this is
has
the
been the
highest number of tourists. There are so many. I think I've seen a lot online about there being a huge over-tourism issue in Kyoto.
Which explains the tax
Yeah.
on the hotel.
But I think everyone comes here and loves the vibe, and I can see why. There's a lot of beautiful little pockets like
yeah.
this, like the canal with all the trees along, and there was like a big, I don't know if you call it a canal, big canal river area
It
where
kinda
everyone
is a
was just
canal.
sat like picnicking. There's a lot of like really
People are
nice
here for the
vibey
vibes.
areas. Yeah, so yeah, fun fact. So finally a car you can appreciate.
I love how the guy looked at me and was like,
The guy looked at you and was like, yeah, you appreciate my car. So we stumbled across a spot that does gluten-free burgers, and look at this. I think I'm in heaven. Barbecue? That was so good. And that's really good. I barely got a bit of the chicken, but the chicken was really nice. Hang on. It's really nice.
I got 2 gluten burgers.
Gluten burgers.
Yeah.
I think the chicken is still naturally gluten-free. It's just the bun is a gluten bun.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They're very messy though.
Absolute chaos.
Сюда, вот отсюда.
So we've made it to this beautiful, picturesque, peaceful, quiet spot. I'm just joking. This is
Everyone knows about this spot.
yeah, this is probably the busiest spot that we've been in. Probably, well, except for like Bangkok, I would say, in all our travels.
Chinatown, Bangkok was another level, but
Yeah.
it's so busy. We basically ran here after eating burgers, so a belly full of burgers, and running here is...
Jeez, Mary Poppins, I am.
I feel like I need a minute to recover, but we rushed because we knew sunset was happening and we thought we might miss it, so we rushed. We came here for sunset, beautiful, but it feels like the whole population of Kyoto is here for sunset right now.
I feel like that's going to be every spot that we visit
Yeah,
in Kyoto, so
busy.
we'll have to be smart with the times of when we go to places.
But the pagoda is beautiful. The view here is beautiful. The surrounding area, the traditional looking buildings, beautiful.
Yeah.
The sunset, magical. It's like pastel-y and like...
If you can focus past the people, then
Yeah.
this is so beautiful.
It's such a beautiful spot. So, can understand the hype.
Yeah, definitely. Should we go check out the road
Yeah.
A little further up from this. Whoa. Whoa. So we are on Ninenzaka. There's Ninenzaka and Sanenzaka, which there's an old folklore that say if you trip on these stairs, you will die. So Ninenzaka, if you trip, so this one, you will perish within 2 years, and then the other one, 3 years. But there's all kinds of folklore. I think I saw that it's also like if you're pregnant, that would happen. But the resounding myth was that you die. So be careful. It is kind of, the steps are kind of sloped, so they do make, and it's odd spacing, so they do kind of make it easy to trip. Maybe that's how they get this area nice and quiet. And they're like, yeah, people won't visit again because they'll be dead. Very beautiful though. Look at that. Look at the umbrellas. This is what we wanted for Japan. Just to see these beautiful traditional surroundings and buildings, and yeah, it's nice. I like it. Don't be worried though if you do stumble and fall. The Japanese are prepared for everything. Supposedly they must be sharp, but you can buy gourds all along here. And in traditional times, or in ancient times, they were believed to suck in all the evil spirits and, you know, she'll be right. But they're actually just like bottles that they used to put liquids in and carry liquids around. And I'm pretty sure there was this like a famous samurai that carried the gourd with him to like protect them from the evil spirits. So don't be afraid if you do fall down the stairs. You can just buy a container to hold liquids in, and that'll take in the evil spirits.
The surrounding mountains, hills in the back are so pretty. Yeah. And you, Vian, you're pretty.
Oh, thank you.
A little bit.
I think I'm ready for it now.
During our time in Japan, we've seen a lot of torii gates, but as you can tell, this is probably the ultimate torii gate experience. This is Senbon Torii, which directly translates to 1,000 torii, and there are literally what seems like thousands of torii gates leading up along the path to Mount Inari. The main purpose of torii gates is to differentiate and distinguish between sacred ground and normal ground, but all of the torii gates here have been donated by either individuals or companies, and you can see this if you spin around to the back of the torii gate. Yeah, that's so cute. So spin, 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 spin. All of these on the back of them have the company or individual's name and the date that they donated the torii gate. And this one we had a quick look on Translate with the Lens app. Wasn't perfect, but it basically told us that this is a textile company, which is really cool. There's loads that we went through. Reiwa as well, the real estate app earlier, one of the small ones.
You mean the whole company?
the real estate company, not just an app. Do they even have an app? They must, right? But Reiwa actually had like 4 in a row, and it was for each year of the company. It was like the 2nd year, the 7th year, things like that they were celebrating and would donate a new gate. And I actually wrote down the prices of the gates. I don't know if this has changed, but donation, yeah, it was on their website, but I don't know if it's changed. So donation amounts start at 400,000 yen for a small gate, and then they increase to over 1 million yen for a large gate.
I actually don't think that's a bad price for, like, looking at the material costs, the labor, and also, I mean, the return on the investment. Get it?
No.
Because, it's for prospering businesses.
Yeah, apparently it's really common with Inari shrines, and we'll explain Inari shrines a little bit later. But because Inari is associated with business and industry and success and prosperity, a lot of Inari shrines will have torii gates donated to them. So.
Yeah. All these torii gates, except for the ones that are made from stone, are a shade between orange and red, known as vermilion. And this color is considered to be an amulet against evil forces, and that's why it's used in a lot of ancient palaces, temples, and shrines. The pigment for this color is made from mercury sulfide and red earth. They use this because it protects the wood against like bacteria and insects. That's why you notice on the black ones, they tend to deteriorate and whatever. You can see on this one right here, if you come around. Obviously, some insects have gotten to it, but you can also tell these ones don't have it. But coming up all the way, they put end caps on like the ends of the pieces of wood so the insects can't get in. And they have on some of these, they have a cap on the top, and the ones that don't have it tend to get wet and also rot. So yeah, they really do try and preserve these.
Also, we'll try get an example on the way back, but ones that have been like quite damaged, they've left markers. Oh, there's one here. Here.
So you can see at the top here.
Ones that need replacing, they've put these wooden pegs. So I saw online that some of the torii gates were donated back in like the 1600s, a long time ago. And I'm wondering if the stone ones are from them. So there are many different types of shrines. And today we're at Fushima Inari Taisha, which is the head Inari shrine. And Inari shrines are dedicated to the deity Inari. And Inari is associated with prosperity, business, and industry success. You can usually tell when you're at an Inari shrine because there are fox statues and references everywhere. We already passed some fox Emma as well. That's because the fox is the messenger of and associated with the deity Inari.
Also, love fried tofu.
Yeah, their favorite dish is deep fried tofu. So I think right at the start, there were statues with them having tofu in their mouth.
There's also a lot of little shrines, some of them are actually quite big, all along this path, and we've refrained from filming near them or them because obviously
a lot of them say not to film out of respect because they're sacred areas. We should add as well, we haven't mentioned that we did the full path to the top of Mount Inari, and we're doing the mountain loop, and then we're gonna head back now. But I would say it's definitely a lot quieter when you get to the top, but still pretty busy. Like we still had quite a few people pass us.
I think I saw online that everyone said, oh, people just do the first 100 meters and then turn around. I feel like for the most case, people have actually done the loop. I think it's maybe like tour buses that probably...
To be fair, we started this when it was like...
Yeah, it's the time where everyone
or whatever.
does the...
So we started pretty early. I think when we go down, the start will probably be really busy now.
Yeah, I think
But yeah, it's been really nice. It's kind of like in the middle of the forest. And it's pretty
very
beautiful
refreshing.
and peaceful.
And peaceful. Lydia, I guess your good luck is...
Back.
Yeah.
My bad fortune has been reversed. I now have good luck because I found my way here. Although, it's kind of you that led us here. So, basically, we went up, we did the whole loop, and then we came back down, and then we got back onto the path for the Senbon Torii. Packed now, by the way, literally people.
There's also a little shortcut to like bypass the busyness,
Oh,
but you have
yeah.
to initially go through.
Yeah, so we went through the initial bit, it's packed, people like shoulder to shoulder, and then we went through like a little side path, and we came down this way.
way because one of the main attractions in Kyoto is Arashiyama Bamboo Forest. Sorry, I've probably pronounced that completely wrong, but it's a bamboo forest that is in the far west of Kyoto. And apparently it is beautiful, but very, 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 very busy and crowded. So Wehan saw online that there's a bamboo forest that's like hidden right off from the Senbontori. So we thought while we're here, we should definitely come back in and check it out. And that path led us here.
I feel like this is like what's that fruit that you get in Stardew Valley that improves your strength and
extra health and everything.
Yeah.
The purple fruit.
Yeah.
And it's in a star shape.
Is it? It's not the star fruit, is it? No. Yeah.
Gumdrop something or something drop.
Star drop. That's it.
Star drop. We just like unlocked by doing a side quest.
Yeah.
All right, but I think we're close to it because there's bamboo here.
Yeah. There's quite a bit of it actually.
So we're gonna keep going and see if we can get a little bit deeper.
Yeah, I feel like people said the bamboo forest over in the in the west is a lot busier than the Senbontori trail. So I can only imagine how busy that is.
Look at this, all to ourselves.
Over to the side, it does say it's private property. So obviously this path they don't want you to go in. I'm pretty sure they're fine with you walking alongside.
Yeah, definitely stick to the
Yeah.
established path. But it looks like the established path takes us through the bamboo anyway.
Yeah, it does.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it is very pretty.
Kind of like something out of a movie when you look up. The way the tops of the leaves are so light.
Whoa, vibrant. That's really nice. Now, it does seem like these bamboo forests are quite large, but this path does seem to be a little brief, but I think enough to experience being immersed in the bamboo forest. We don't want to go too far because it kind of does seem like that section there turns into private property, and there's obviously someone's like a little garden area there with their herbs and whatever produce they're growing. It even continues over where the person's property is. Like,
Hang on a sec, I'll show. Not sure if you'll see. Way off over there. There's loads of it. Wehan started smirking, and whenever he smirks, it's dangerous. So go ahead.
what did the one bamboo say to the other bamboo when it got harvested?
What?
Shoot.
Did you pre-prepare that, or did you
I just thought,
make it up? That was terrible. Kyoto is often referred to as the cultural capital of Japan because it is famous for its many temples and shrines. I believe there are over 1,600 temples and over 400 shrines in Kyoto. So it's safe to say that we will not be visiting all of them, but we did want to pop by a few unique ones today. So we've just walked into the Higashi Honganji temple, and there's something quite odd and unique that we want to check out here. This is a rope made out of human hair and hemp. The construction of the two main halls in the temple required the hoisting and moving of these huge wooden beams, and at the time they just couldn't get rope that was strong enough. So female devotees cut off their hair and made it into this giant rope. I think they said this one is, let me double check, 69 meters long, and the longest is 110.
yeah, the one that's 110 meters was also significantly thicker and weighed nearly a ton.
So we're heading to a food spot now, and I'm always very, very, very excited when it's food time. We're actually heading to try something new. So we are having soba, and soba are a Japanese noodle that is typically made primarily from buckwheat flour. It's usually served cold and then you dip it in like a dipping sauce, or it's served hot in a broth. Usually soba noodles are made from a combination of buckwheat flour and wheat flour, but we've found a spot that does 100% buckwheat flour, so it is safe for me. And the owner even mills their own flour from buckwheat kernels that they get from Hokkaido. So we've eaten. We didn't really film too much in there because I hope I got a good shot of it, but it's basically a counter that can fit, I think, 7 people, and then the guy is there making everything. And when we first went in, it was packed full of locals, and we just managed to get, I think it was the last 2 spots. So we didn't want to film too much and be too noisy in there because it was really quiet as well. We had the zaru soba, which is the cold soba. We had the soba noodles. I'm trying to remember what was on there. We'll show a shot of it. We had the soba noodles, a buckwheat kernel tea. Apparently it was buckwheat kernels brewed into a tea. Then we had gluten-free dipping sauce. So it was basically just gluten-free soy sauce. And then we had wasabi, some mushy white thing that I don't know what it was. And then like little cut up spring onions, I think. And then we had pickled cucumber, pickled carrots, and pickled radishes. And they were pickled in rice bran, I believe. So still all good for me. And it was pick up the soba, dip it in, slurp it up. And I really enjoyed it. I think it was pretty good. I really liked the vibe and the experience as well. People believe there are huge health benefits from soba, and one of the things they do at the end is they give you a container of soba soup, and it's basically water that the soba was cooked in. It's believed there's huge health benefits from it. I think the main one is reducing blood pressure, lowering your blood pressure, and what you're meant to do is add that to the rest of your dipping sauce and then drink that like a drink at the end or a tea at the end.
I'm a bit uncultured, and it was very difficult to use chopsticks. It's my like maybe 7th time using chopsticks ever, and the noodles were very skinny, so it was a bit of a challenge for me, but it was okay. It was kind of just like a soy saucy noodle, but like the noodle, it's got like the aftertaste of like artisanal bread. It's okay. Nothing that I would rave home about, but
the guy was very, very, very across gluten-free and celiac. Some of the locals even seemed to ask about gluten-free, and like I think they noticed
there's different sauces. They were like, what are they ordering?
Yeah, I think they were like, what? And then the guy explained he was speaking Japanese, but then he was like gluten-free, and then he said celiac, and I was like, oh, okay. He's
I think
clearly
he said
explaining
celiaco.
it. Did he? Celiaco. I kind of like that. Maybe we should call it that. It sounds more like sing-songy and fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a really awesome spot for gluten-free. So, but we've got another spot to check out. We took the bus and made it to Okazaki Shrine, and I'm gonna let you guys guess what the primary symbol of this shrine is. Am I gonna give it? You want me to tell you?
This is like a Dora the Explorer, like.
Yeah.
Is it?
You tell me. Is it A? Is it B? Or is it C? People are gonna think we're filming a kids show or something.
Let's go have a look. Did you guess right?
So right at the start, we're greeted by 2 bunnies. Now, it's believed if you pat them on the head, you'll have a good marriage. So we have to go pat them on the head.
But we're not married. Does it
Yeah,
count?
but I think we're kind of married.
Relationships?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean,
One represents male energy and one represents female energy. I can't tell which is which. The only difference is one has their mouth open.
yes, I did have a look as well.
Would you like to
I can't
guess?
tell the difference.
Are you patting this one?
We have to pat them together.
I thought we were doing it at the same time. Or is it together? Okay. Okay, other side? And I feel like we have to do it at the same time. Hi, bunny.
Okay, now
Okay, you go do
to
that
make
one.
sure that we get it.
You do that one. Okay, ready? We have to time it. 3, 2, 1. Pat the bunny on the head. Pat the bunny. And then switch. Oh, that noise. Okay. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Pat the bunny on the head. There you go. It's ensured that we have a happy marriage now. So we're at a purification basin, and this one's extra special because it's believed that if you sprinkle water, this one's extra special because it's believed that if you sprinkle water from the purification basin on the bunny's head and rub its belly, it's supposed to help you have an easy childbirth. We don't want kids, but I'll do it.
Please.
And dedicate it to any expecting mothers out there. So, we'll sprinkle. Thank you, Bunny. I like how we're growing this collection of mini animals.
I read online this is for like also to help with pregnancy, but the sign there says health and safety at home. So hopefully not the first option.
I told Vian we didn't need one, but he couldn't help himself. This little guy was 500 yen.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, it's so cute. And there's a fortune inside.
Oh,
we
if
do
it's a bad fortune.
That's really sad. You get a refund if it's a bad fortune.
We're gonna have to get a translate out.
Oh. Forgot about that. I'm scared now that we're gonna get bad fortune.
I'm scared that it's gonna be like, you're gonna be pregnant in the next 3 months.
Why couldn't it just have been a cute bunny? Why did it have to come with fortune?
Hopefully it covers the range again where it's like, you're gonna be rich, you're gonna be healthy.
Okay, well you picked this one, so okay, let's see.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be difficult to translate.
I don't think it's like just a straight up good or bad fortune. It looks like it just gives you breakdowns for each category, which I like more than just general good or bad. The first section says, Ashahi, shadow of the morning sun, just chicken in the garden, Matsu pine on the branches, Chio call the voice of the crane, slow down.
Oh dear, when a crane's involved, that's not good.
Of heaven, all disasters are averted. Doing things with joy and sincerity brings joy. Be humble and be merciful to the poor and weak. If you help the Shinjin and do not neglect your faith, you will benefit. The color will change as you like. If you go crazy with alcohol, you'll be unlucky.
Well, good thing I don't drink.
In the middle it says good fortune.
Wait.
I like that. If you let your guard down, it won't come true. People, I'm waiting for someone. It says I'm coming. So whoever we're waiting for is coming.
Again? Who are we waiting for?
No.
Hopefully not.
Something lost traveling. You can get there even if it's late. Business, there is profit. The last bit, this is not translating correctly. We'll have to figure it out better later. But it says quarrel, so like dispute. Winning is good, but leaving it to others is good.
Okay, so it's been like, be the bigger person.
Childbirth, easy and cheap.
Well, in Australia, I think it's covered, so...
Easy and cheap bit, but be careful later. Disease, it says have faith and you'll be cured. Proposal, I think, leave it to me.
Who's what?
You're leaving it to the bunny. Fear of becoming proud and breaking.
So now that
So business is profitable.
we have to invest in the stock market.
Invest in whatever now.
Because it's crashed.
Or buy something now. Whoever we're waiting for is coming.
That's a
No
third
touching.
time. No touching.
No touching.
In love. Mm-mm.
Morning sunshine with the chicken.
What else?
I think overall that sounded good, and that feels a lot better than reading bad fortune.
Yeah. No.
So you know what, little bunny? I'm glad you're here in our lives. So rabbits are the primary symbol of the Okazaki Shrine, and there are 4 reasons for that. So the first one is because bunnies are known for how good they are at breeding. So that's one reason. The second reason is that in Chinese astrology, rabbits are said to be eastern facing, which aligns with the initial purpose of this shrine, which was to protect the east. The third reason is that there actually used to be a lot of bunnies in this area. They're not anymore because it's so built up. It's a city. There's no bunnies here. And then fourth is that bunnies are actually the messengers of the enshrined deities that are here. Okazaki Shrine was initially established in the year 794, and it was in the year 1178 that it received imperial favor after the successful birth of an empress, and it was then that marked the shrine's association with childbirth and fertility. Okazaki Shrine was initially established in the year 794, and it was in the year 1178 that it received imperial favor following the successful birth of an empress, and it was that year that marked the beginning of the association of this shrine with childbirth and fertility. Today, visitors to the shrine come to pray for fertility, easy childbirth, and marital happiness.
Kyoto is known for having a lot of temples, thousands of temples, so we were quite selective with our temples.
I did say that earlier.
I'm quite happy that we went to and came to the temples that we did.
Yeah, I think we went to very, very, very different spots today. This is where we leave you guys. I think we're gonna head back to the hotel, have an early night, and then we head to somewhere new tomorrow. So we're gonna leave you here.
We're gonna hop on off.
Hello from Nara, known for its free-roaming deer and world-famous temples. Today we're going to be getting out and exploring some of it. You may be able to tell from my voice, but I have woken up sick today. So Wehan is pretty much going to be taking the reins on this one. I'm staying well clear of people and deer. Wehan gets to feed them all. I'm very jealous. I'm packed with disinfectant wipes and medicine and just doing what I can today, but we're going to take it easy and get out and explore. Now that's an interesting getcha.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, me too, honestly. Maybe it has another purpose. It's like for a massage. You like put it in like your back. Or...
So we got here yesterday. Let's poke in the other deer.
Yeah. Oh, that's not nice.
As I was saying, we got here yesterday. We were a little early for check-in, so we decided to walk to check out the deer because we're like, well, we need to kill some time. And the deer were a little bit more chaotic then. They're very chilled this morning. I think they kind of give off the same energy that you give. So because there's barely any tourists here at the moment, they're very chill. Sun is
nice today.
Is nice. So let's go check out more deer.
This is how naughty the deer are. They're mobbing people because they can smell the crackers. So what do you have to do, Wehan? Show us. We want to go off to find the quieter, more chilled deer because these ones, like, they're mobbing people. We spotted one with an injured leg that we reported to the guy with the crackers.
There's a rescue center, but it doesn't have a location on, so we asked the vendor because they've got a very close relationship with the deer, and he said that it's just because of running.
That's okay, baby. Oh, you got a sore leg. You got an owie. Oh, it's even bowing, Wehan. Oh, sweet baby. How much are you gonna give it?
Okay, maybe this is it.
They're gonna make us broke. We're gonna have to spend all our money on deer crackers.
Yeah. Okay, now that the one with the sore leg, the owie leg, is fed and can hopefully rest that leg for a little bit before it gets hungry again. It's probably always hungry. It's probably time to talk about the biscuits. So these biscuits, the deer obviously love, and it's called Shika Senbei, and it's made from rice bran and grains. It smells pretty good.
It's made specifically for the deer.
Yeah.
Does it smell nice though, like you want to eat it?
Kind of reminds me of like this stroop waffle.
Yeah, they kind of look like that, eh?
But on the thing it also says part of the proceeds go to protecting the deer.
Oh, good.
So I think it's probably just one company that makes it and then distributes it to all the vendors.
Yeah, so they were 200 yen per stack.
Yeah.
And I think if you stay around the vendor, you will go through the stack instantly. Like, the ones at the vendors are mobbing people, which is why we kind of hit them and ran off so that we could feed the more chilled deer.
Yeah, I mean,
we've seen people go through stacks in like 30 seconds.
Yeah. So even the little injured one, I gave it 3. And that happened in like a matter of seconds, I feel like.
Yeah, yesterday when we were trying to kill time, we literally just stood in the middle of the deer park, like people just watching. Staring. And the deer were like biting people on the butt and like headbutting them and everything. They're known for bowing when you give them one, and you might have seen it with the one that Wehan first fed with the injured leg. Oh, it's so sweet. Don't show it you have a fat stack. Yo.
Okay, this is your last bit.
Wehan's trying to lure over a lone deer.
Nicer.
It's nicer just having one deer, so he's like lured one over from over there. As soon as the others realize you've got food, they're coming. There we go. You're so well behaved.
Their heads kind of look like kangaroos.
Yeah, they do, hey. Oh, you're hungry. Uh-oh, who's this? You're naughty. You ran over.
Hey.
I don't have any. No, I don't have any. I promise.
This one just made a crying noise as soon as we left, so...
Are you hungry? Are you hungry, sweet baby?
I only have 2 more, so if you are lovely, uh-oh.
Oh no.
breakfast in bed. Is that nice? Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, another one's coming over.
Oh, am I gonna have to share? Be quick. Don't show them.
There are around 1,400 deer in and around Nara Park, and they're really just free roaming everywhere, even way back at some of the shrines. And it's believed that the first of the 4 deities of the Kasuga Taisha shrine traveled in on a white deer, and thereafter deer were sacred and killing or injuring one was punishable by death. Today they're seen as natural monuments and they're a holy animal within Nara, so they are protected, and that's probably why there's so many of them. Quick, you're jaywalking! Quick, come on! I have a lens cap, not sure if you'll see, in my pocket, but it's the shape and size of the cracker. So the one ignored Wehan came straight up to me and sniffed my pocket. It must have seen the shape and thought I had biscuits. They are so smart.
Well, that's a great way to spend a few hours in the morning. I'm glad that we came earlier because it's very chaotic now and packed full of people, probably more people than deer, and they're all just chasing after each other and people are just throwing biscuits everywhere. So much more relaxed in the morning. We're going to our next spot now, which isn't too far away.
So we've just grabbed the very, very, very famous mochi, and it's so warm. It feels so soft and so squishy. So this is a mugwort mochi with, I think it's azuki red beans. So mugwort mochi. Mugwort sounds like something out of Harry Potter. I think it's like a wild plant found in Japan. I've read it has like a herby, bittery taste, so I'm not sure how it will be. And then inside is the azuki red bean paste. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of red beans and red bean paste. I've had it a few times, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Also, this is 200 yen. Ooh, it's so soft and chewy. Let me get to the middle before I fully comment, but the mugwort does taste very planty. Can't say I'm the biggest fan, but the mochi is actually really nice consistency. I actually quite like the red bean paste here. It's actually really quite sweet. It's almost like a jam, but I'm not a fan of the mugwort. I think if you like matcha, which I'm also not a fan of, you'll probably like it because it's a very earthy. You wanna try?
This is quite intimidating. It's not typically flavor profiles that I would pick. It is very soft and very warm. Yeah, I mean, it's alright. The textures are good. It's obvious that it's some of the best mochi, but the flavors are just not it for me.
So mochi pounding is a traditional method where you pound the glutinous rice flour so that the mochi is extra soft and extra chewy and has like that really nice texture. The mochi pounding includes a pounder and a turner, and the pounder will hit it with like a big what do you call it, like a hammer, a mallet, and then there'll be a turner. The person like slaps it and flips it, but they also add like just the right amount of water to get the right consistency, and when they're slapping it and turning it, they're checking the condition of the mochi as well. It's a really cool process. It literally lasted like 30 seconds, maybe a minute. It's a very quick process, and then it just makes that extra soft mochi. I think we mentioned in a previous video, Nara actually used to be the capital of Japan way, way back. And Nara has this thing called the Historic Monuments of Ancient Nara. And it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site that consists of 8 different locations around Nara. And we're at one of them now, which is the Kofukuji Temple. And this is one of Japan's oldest and most famous Buddhist temples. And its story actually begins in the year 669, when a wife set up a Buddhist chapel to pray
for the recovery of her sick husband. And I believe the temple then moved to this current location in the year 710. Now, a very special thing about this temple is that it has a 5-storied wooden pagoda, which I believe is the second biggest in Japan. But we literally saw that it's under construction and we have arrived, and yeah, it's completely blocked off. You can't see it at all.
I do wonder why they built like a building around the pagoda to renovate it. So we've made it out to Kisuga Taisha, which is a beautiful temple, and temple as well as the forest behind it is World Heritage listed. It's beautiful here, and it, like Lydia mentioned before, one of the 4 deities that are enshrined here rode in on a white deer. And I have to say there is an abundance of deer around here, and they're very polite, they're very strategic. They're lining up all along the sides in like perfect like Instagram poses, and they're like shaking their heads as you're approaching them. We feel really bad, honestly. The amount of times that I felt guilty, and I'm kind of tempted to walk a kilometer that way to go and get biscuits for these deers over here because they're so sweet. This was built back when Nara was the capital, so yeah.
You could literally see in the background as those people who were approaching the deer started like politely bowing. They're so polite here and so sweet. I feel bad.
You can really find everything in a vending machine here in Japan. We walked past this and we thought, oh, like a infused fish drink, maybe. Then you look down there and it says, do not drink. This is soup stock.
How much is it? $7.50.
That's really pricey.
I wonder how much you can make with it.
Must be very concentrated. I can't believe how long it's been in Japan and we haven't yet used the vending machine, but we walked past this one and we thought, Pepsi Zero Peach. That sounds really nice. It's a limited edition, so I feel like now is the perfect opportunity to give it a go. Wow.
Whoa, that looks cool.
Looks really nice.
We're walking into our hotel and look how cute the lights are that they have leading up to the hotel.
So Lydia's tired because she's sick, and I'm tired because I'm like fully zen. The deer made me cozy and tired. I just want to snuggle up one of them in the sun under a tree.
Yeah, I feel like we could have just sat there for hours with the deer just hanging out. My voice is getting worse, can you hear it? I thought coming to Japan we'd have more weird soda soda flavors to try.
Yeah.
But there hasn't been that many.
No.
It is peachy.
It's like predominantly Pepsi, but with like a slight hint of peach.
Oh, that's quite nice actually.
I think it's about time that we give you a room.
Yes, let's show you our hotel.
Here's the room. I would say this is probably on the smaller side of rooms that we've had, minus the capsule hotel. But this hotel is quite nice and very, very reasonably priced for Japan. Full bar fridge, cupboard, TV, seating, table, lamp, lights, bed.
Here's the bed.
The bed is really comfy. Aircon's really good. Then over here, humidifier. The last 2 places we had stayed at had humidifiers. Full length mirror. And then in here, coming into the bathroom, there's a toilet with an automatic flush. And then it has a bidet. Then sink, mirror, hairdryer, bath. That's another common thing that we've had in Japan. All the soaps, conditioners, and shampoos you'll need. And that's it.
You could definitely come and visit Nara in a day trip and see quite a lot of it. But if you are staying overnight, I would recommend doing something that we really wanted to do, but I just don't have it in me today. We were gonna do the Mount Wakakusa hike. I think it's just an hour and a half to get to the top. It's not an extremely full-on hike. It's something like 5 kilometers, 200 elevation, but it gives you like really cool views over Nara. One thing I was gonna mention if we did do the Mount Wakakusa hike is the Wakakusa Yamayaki, and it's a festival that runs every single year, and it's super interesting. They actually light all of the grass on the mountain on fire fire and have fireworks. It's a spectacular sight. We are not here for the right season. They don't know the exact origins and why exactly it happens, but they had a few different reasons. I think there were 3. So firstly, they believe there was a boundary dispute between 2 temples that escalated quite a lot and resulted in the mountain being lit on fire. The other reason was that it was believed to scare away wild boar and pests. And then the third reason that they thought it could have been was to scare away ghosts. That would have been awesome. But yeah, we just don't have the hikiness today. So that's where we're gonna leave you guys.
Yeah, we don't even have enough energy to go out for food, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna run down to Family Mart or Lowe's and Lowe's.
Lowe's? Isn't that like a
That's
tool?
a clothes store.
Oh, I thought it was a
Lawson's.
tool shop. Yeah.
Oh, I did. Actually, in America, it's like a hardware store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's gotta be some bugs in Japan because when we
Everyone's
were on the
coughing
train,
and-
everyone was coughing and sneezing, and I must have just picked up someone else's germs, and I think I'm getting worse throughout the day. This morning I felt like I was okay and I was like, I'll just stay away from people and, you know, be respectful. But now I feel like I'm full blown. We just need a rest.
Yeah.
After a few days of resting and recovering after getting sick in Nara, we are finally ready to get out and spend the day exploring Osaka. And we're currently stood at one of Osaka's most famous landmarks, which is hidden somewhere behind me.
Starts with Osaka, ends with Asshole.
That was terrible. It sounded a bit dangerous too, the way you pronounced it. Asshole.
Yeah, well, how would you...
Think about it. Okay, we walked maybe like 10 meters further up and we can see it. Can you tell what it is now, people? If you haven't been able to tell yet, we're at Osaka Castle, very iconic landmark. Construction on this started in 1583, but it got destroyed multiple times from fires, troop attacks, lightning, and then air raids from the war as well. I think the last reconstruction rebuild finished in 1997. So that building is currently as old as me and Wehan.
Currently.
Did I say currently?
It will age
The
with us
building
later.
will age with us unless it gets rebuilt.
All I'm going to say is I think we look a little younger.
Oh, come on. Jokes aside, the building is 5 stories and it's like a perfect example of traditional Japanese architecture. It's that really simple, classic beauty. It's actually getting pretty busy now. We started off at the southern end and then walked all the way around to the northern end to get this view of it. And this area was pretty empty, but it's starting to get a lot busier now.
For the last like 20 minutes or so, we just sat at the bench and really took in the surroundings, and it was actually quite nice, quiet and peaceful.
Yeah, I feel like as much as the castle is cool and like a really good example of traditional Japanese architecture, the actual park surrounding it is super impressive. The whole surroundings, it covers a massive amount of land. You've got this multi-moat system where they've got wet moats and dry moats, I think that's what they call them, where some have
Some
no
have water, some don't have
some
water.
don't have water, and then you've got this like huge wall. I think I saw that the stones for these, they use between, I'm so gonna get this wrong, but I think it was 500,000 and 1 million. And then it said
It'll
that some
probably
of
be
the
more.
stones were like 18 kilos each. Ooh,
Some of them are
Falling on the
definitely
floor.
way more than that.
you reckon? Awesome spot, but should we keep going?
Yeah.
I forgot to say as well, you can actually enter the castle. It's been like transformed into a museum inside, and then at the top you get a really cool viewpoint area. I think it's about 600 yen each to enter, while the surrounding park area is free unless you go into like set gardens. But we were at the entrance to it, which is like the south inner area, and it was packed. There was a car park there filled with maybe 50 tour buses, and we were shoulder to shoulder with all these tour groups. So it seems very busy, and we did see online that apparently it's a bit overrated. So we've enjoyed wandering around the gardens and checking it out. It's funny, we recorded back that way thinking we'd had like the best we were gonna see of the castle. We've walked a little bit further and now we can see it in its full glory. Voila!
It wouldn't be a video in Japan without a visit to a shrine.
Are you gonna say where we are?
We have made it to Namba Yasaka Shrine.
And it's a pretty small shrine. As
Very
you can
busy
see.
though.
It's very busy. All of the original buildings were actually destroyed in the air raids during the war, so those have all been rebuilt, but there's one building that is a massive draw card for people, and they're all, as you can see, taking photos in front of it, and that is the big lion's head.
And the lion's head is said to swallow evil spirits and bring good luck.
Particularly for business and school ventures. Which
Again?
I feel like there's been a lot of those, hey? So I think around like study time, a lot of school kids come here before exams, and then just overall for business ventures. Here's the lion's head. And then I also thought it was really cool the setup they have for the fortune back here. We haven't seen it like this on the ropes that are just dangling off the tree.
A little bit more rustic, a little bit more indie.
Alright, next spot. We've just stumbled across a cat cafe. It's dangerous. We need to get out here before we end up spending all our money.
Yeah, I just want to go back to Thailand and like
stroke all the cats.
Yeah, I think like the cats in Vietnam, there weren't that many.
Nah, there wasn't that many.
And all of them were like stranger danger. Whereas in Thailand it's like, oh, human?
Pretty much.
Tickles.
Enjoying ourselves.
So seeing as the hotel was pretty close to our last spot, we thought that we'd give you a tour of the hotel room. It was about 115 a night, but we might have some cash back, but we'll put on screen how much it ended up being. Location wise is pretty good. It's not loud at all, and yeah, convenient to get to places. Probably standard size room for Japan, I would say. Bed, comfy, 2 mattresses. So there's a hard bit in the middle, so if you end up just sleeping on the one side, there's TV, there's a fridge, kettle. That's it for the bedroom.
Fun secret door too.
Oh yeah, I don't know what this is about. Maybe if they like have to service the aircon or something. And then also, I feel like all these rooms and oh yeah, by the way, sorry for the mess. There's also a mess in there. I feel like all the hotels have the same bathrooms as well, or the same sort of setup. They've all had bathtubs in the shower. With a
bidet.
That's
pretty much it. They all have come with shampoo, conditioner, body wash, things like that.
Yeah, and this bathtub is a little bit wider, but also shorter than the other ones. I think they just like soaking in baths here in Japan, so you can't really have your legs straight.
It's like sitting down and showering.
Yeah, so yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
I feel like the street our hotel is on is...
The block.
Yeah, the whole block is like Maid Cafe and Arcade Street. As you can see, there's a Maid Cafe behind me. There's actually 2 behind me. There's one in front of me, and there's a sign for one right there.
I think there's also one
everywhere.
right next to our hotel's entrance.
Yeah.
And then across the road as well. And then all around the block as well.
I think
There's
if we walked for 5 minutes, we'd maybe see like 10 different maid cafes. It is huge here. But we came off to the side because I have something in my pants. Voila! Sake. So sake is a traditional Japanese alcoholic beverage, and it's made of fermented rice. And these were like 100 something yen, so pretty affordable for a shot
like
of alcohol.
$1.
It kind of smells like vinegar.
It smells like vinegar.
Smells like vinegar.
Fermented rice.
Okay, I'll try it. Also, this feels criminal to just be smashing alcohol out here, but they don't have open container laws, so you can just drink alcohol anywhere. I don't know how to explain that. It has such like a fruity, sweet kind of aftertaste, but like that typical bitter tang of alcohol.
We decided to have it here and now so we can throw it away in the hotel because if you've been to Japan, you know the struggle of trying to find a bin. It kind of smells like raw bread dough. When I was a child, back in South Africa, there was a supermarket that like sold raw bread dough. It smells exactly like that. I used to eat it. It kind of, I would say it's a hybrid between port and vodka. I like it.
Sensory overload.
Sounds like
What?
you go to kindergarten classroom and you give them all electric keyboards and they're all just like
They have a train simulator, and they even have an outfit for you to rent while you play the train simulator. Oh, that's sad. We've made it to Dotonbori. It's a short walk from our hotel, so pretty close. This is Osaka's main entertainment and nightlife area. And fun fact, historically it was actually like a theatre district. So there were loads of theatres here. I think in the year 1662, there were about a dozen different theatres here, and they had a range of different theatre performances, including puppetry. So really cool. That didn't end up lasting, and obviously it's evolved. But when it was super busy with all the theatres, for the huge flood of tourists and people coming for entertainment, they then added cafes, restaurants, things like that to cater for those people. So now it's just this huge entertainment district. The theatres have pretty much phased out because that's not people's main source of entertainment for now. Now it's maid cafes.
Supposedly.
Maid cafes and arcades. But no, it's a super awesome area. It is packed, it's so busy. It's a sensory overload. And the reason we're even filming down here is because Dotonbori runs along the Dotonbori Canal, which is what this is. They have little like boat rides or boat tours that run along it.
They're pretty big.
I meant like little in terms of like they're like, I think 20-minute rides. They're really short little tours just up the canal to show you the area, and yeah.
I feel like this whole area is just a major like billboard for ads. Just everything is just add this, added this. You even have boats with ads and stuff going on. And then oh. Oh! Maneki Neko! A visit to Osaka would not be a visit to Osaka without a visit to the Glico sign. This little advertisement was put up behind. This advertisement was put up. This advertisement behind me was put up in 1935, and I'm sure it's gone through multiple iterations because it looks fairly well kept. And Lydia and I foolishly thought that it was for like the Olympics, or was like some sort of like celebration for like some sort of athletic. Yeah. And when we looked into it, it's for the food company. Like it's a food group company. The main brand that they own is Pocky. So, very interesting. Another thing that you have to do when you come here is take a cringy photo doing the same pose. And I'm not really an awkward person, and there's about 1 million other people that do it, but it is quite hot and stuffy, or was to get here through the like shopping strips and markets and everything. So, and I'm not wearing a black shirt, so I'm just gonna do a little woo.
Show us. Come meet us. I'll see the camera.
I can.
Nah, you have to do it. We could edit it.
Okay, ready?
Wait. You're too long.
You don't have to be that far away.
How? I have to fit you and him. Okay, go.
That's good enough, right?
Do it more.
Okay, I'll go full set. You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? I did it. There you go. Are you happy now?
Apparently there's a word in Japan called kuidore, which means eat yourself bankrupt or eat until you drop. And apparently it's part of a larger proverb, which is ruin yourself with fashion in Kyoto, ruin yourself with food in Osaka, which reflects the area's specialty and the local focus on food. So I think you know what that means.
If it isn't abundantly obvious, they also have a lot of 3D signs and everything that pop up with food, so I make it like to draw attention to it.
Yeah, it stands out. It kind of reminds me of like the big things in Australia, but
Yeah.
these are like way cooler than like the big
The
potato.
big potato. That is apparently now a big bunny.
Now a big
pig. I think.
A big pig, yes, that's the
pig.
one.
The big potato is a big pig, which feels
Yeah.
criminal, but anyway. So Osaka is very well known for 3 dishes, and 2 of them are right here on this plate. The one that is not here is okonomiyaki, which I'll try to explain later, and we're hoping to maybe try it later. But in front of me I have kushikatsu. So basically kushikatsu is a deep fried meat or veggies on skewers. We've got veggie ones, which I think there's corn, shiitake mushroom, lotus root, and zucchini. But it's like a relatively light batter on this one. I think they have versions of like really thick batter as well. And then here, takoyaki, which I've always really wanted to try. Takoyaki is basically like fried dough balls that usually have pieces of octopus in it. Now, we had to find somewhere that was gluten-free that I can eat at, and the only place that has gluten-free takoyaki is also vegan.
Typical.
Yeah, in Japan a lot of gluten-free places are also vegan only as well. So instead of octopus, this is made with okra. I think the first time I heard of takoyaki was Animal Crossing with Zaka.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's designed after takoyaki and he's super cute. We went for like a standard sauce. Oh, it's gonna break apart. I'm not gonna be able to pick up a full ball, I don't think. So I just stabbed it too. Look at that. I'm not gonna try it because it seems really hot. I have heard that's the thing with takoyaki. Everyone I've seen try it always says it's boiling because it's fried dough balls, so you gotta wait a bit. It's time to try the main dishes, but I just wanted to point this out. And does anyone know what this means?
Wow, that sounded very crunchy.
Quite a bit of butter actually. Yeah, so the coating's actually way thicker than I thought. Look at that. It's kind of like traditional bread crumbing kind of thing. I feel like this corn's not like a really strong flavor most of the time. I feel like it needs a... They did give us a little soy sauce, so that's probably good for this.
Trying flipping mushrooms.
The soy sauce added a little bit of flavor. Let me try takoyaki. They had a few different options, but they said this is like the classic takoyaki, so I'm gonna try it. Oh, it's nice. I like that. The dough is like really, really, really soft. It's gonna sound really odd, but it tastes like a ball of mashed potato. Like mashed potato that has been like fried on the outside, so it's a little crispy on the outside.
It kind of looks like it.
It kind of tastes like mashed potato, and then it's got like little veggies inside. The only one you really notice is this, which is that the okra or is it something else? I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Because that one's like a little bit crunchy, so the texture's different. But
Okra sounds familiar for some reason.
really,
I don't know.
it's nice though. Yeah, the flavor's nice.
Just smells like deep fry. Okay. I think it's a spring roll, kind of like a vegetable spring roll, like filling. Yeah, that's almost what it tastes like.
Roll in there.
Yeah. So pretty good. Not the traditional sense, but I mean the only one that unfortunately Lydia was able to try, and also probably one of the quieter ones. The lines outside of some of these restaurants are ours, so.
So we're in the arcade. You can probably tell.
Anything.
If you can hear anything, we're in the arcade.
Kind of just sounds like there's an earthquake going on and the machine's just vibrating. It's just a load of noise.
But there's like photo booths here, but then there's a section to get ready for your photo booth photo.
They're doing that different here in Japan.
So we came to the, what do you call it? Like another branch of the place we went for takoyaki, but the place where they do okonomiyaki that is gluten-free, but it seems the wait is like well over an hour. We started queuing in there and this runs through the whole length of the building, that queue. I reckon there's, even where we were queued, there was at least 30 plus people in front of us, and it's already super late for us. So sadly, we won't get to try okonomiyaki, maybe next time we're in Japan. But basically, to explain it, okonomiyaki is a savory pancake, and it's usually made with wheat flour batter, and then it has a mix of different ingredients in. They can all be different, but most commonly is cabbage and usually some sort of meat or veggie. Now, Vian has kind of had the experience of okonomiyaki, but in Phuket Old Town. Because when we went to the Phuket Old Town market, Vian tried this thing called Japanese pizza, and that's apparently what okonomiyaki is also commonly called. And when we saw it, we were like, what is that? We have no idea. Vian tried it and said it had cabbage and was kind of like a pancake, and it had meat in it as well. So he's kind of had it. He said it was pretty good, but it's probably not at all traditional compared to what you can get here. But
And just like that, we finished exploring Osaka.
I set off the motion light.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We're now pooped.
Yeah.
And,
Lots of walking.
We're gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the next one.
Whatever we're getting up to.
Bye, guys.
Bye.